Welcome to lesson 11. Today we're going to be at 76 beats per minute, so we're getting a little bit faster. So when you're practicing on your own, make sure to set your metronome to 76 beats per minute or something close to that. In today's lesson, we've got a couple of exercises that look familiar in Figure 1 and Figure 2, but we're going to play them a little bit different today. Figure 1, we have the 3rd and 5th fret we're playing. We're going up the strings. And how we normally would play that was probably be our 1st and 3rd finger. But for today's exercise, we're going to use our 3rd and 4th finger. And it's going to cause quite a bit of a stretch there. So you might have to stretch your hand out a little bit. Don't pull on your fingers or anything like that. You know, maybe just get a little stretch going. That really, an exercise like this really calls attention to your pinky, which is notoriously the hardest finger to control. But this will build up quite a bit of strength, so that pinky can come into play more often. In Figure 2, we're also going to play this familiar exercise a little bit different. Normally we'd use our 1st and 3rd finger, but for today we're going to use our 1st and 2nd finger. So we're going to have a bit of stretch there too. Now if it's too painful to perform these two exercises that way, you know, maybe you're not quite ready. You might want to try it for a couple of days and to build up that being able to flex your fingers out naturally instead of, you know, tearing something in your hand. I'm no doctor, but I know that you can injure your hand if you're not careful. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started playing through these exercises at 76 beats per minute. Get my metronome going. Alright, this is Figure 1. Let's play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And probably at this point you'd probably start really feeling that in your hand. Alright, Figure 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, in Figure 3 we have a weird new exercise. We're going to play the 1st and 2nd fret, then skip down a string, 2nd and 3rd fret, skip down a string, 3rd and 4th fret, and then we're going to skip down a string and play the entire pattern again. Let's go ahead and give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very confusing. This one is. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, moving on to Figure 4, we have a 4-note pattern that we're going to play on each string. 7th fret, 8th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. And that's the pattern basically. And then we'll move down to the B string, down to the G, down to the D, down to the A, and then down to the low E. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, for our next lesson, I'm going to go ahead and stop the metronome, or our next exercise, let's just say. It's figure 5. It's what we got, a kind of a trill exercise here. It's kind of going to test our endurance. What we're going to do is we're going to start here on the A string, and we're going to quickly hammer on and off from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. We're going to keep that going. Then we're going to switch the string, go to the D string and do the same thing. And then we're going to go to the G string and do it. And notice I'm not picking here, it's all hammer-ons and pull-offs. And what you want to do is play that exercise. You don't need a metronome. Basically what you're doing is, again, we're working on our endurance. Our arms are going to get a little tired, our fingers are going to get a little tired, but we want to keep that hammer on and pull off going. We want to make sure, try to make it sound out as well as we can for as long as we can go. And then we'll move on to the next string. And the more you do it, the more cramps your hand's going to get, and you're going to start slowing down. But that'll really, you'll really feel it right here in the forearm. And your hand's going to cramp up. But it's a great exercise to use for building up your endurance. So because a lot of times you'll be caught in playing some rip-roaring guitar solo and your hand gets tired. It's the worst thing. It's the worst feeling in the world. So an exercise like that will really help you get out of that. And that's all for today's lesson, and we'll see you for lesson 12.